Hey guys, what's up? So we're here to check out Jubilee. She's a power or energy. It's a bit confusing what they call this guys these days, and it used to be energy, but they've changed it into powers recently. Well, it's basically a mage, I guess. Anyway, Jubilee is fun to play, man. She's not your typical mage that will just burst with your skills. Let's start with your passive skill. Okay, so first thing you need to know about her is that you need to do a basic attack after each skill. Your basic attack deals a considerable amount of damage if it's done after you use a skill. Also, that's actually one of the ways that you can put a firework mark on your opponent. We're gonna talk about those marks later on your ultimate. Next is your first skill, which is my favorite skill of hers. You launch a firework skill towards your opponent. If it hits, it will keep attacking them every 0.35 seconds. The attacks can go up to 4 times as long as they're within range. You also generate a shield that can absorb damage. Also, the 4th hit, which is the last hit, will stun your target for 1.5 seconds, which is actually quite long compared to the other stun skills of the other heroes. It also applies a firework mark. There's so much stuff going on in this skill. You've got a crowd control, shield, and a continuous damage. And one important factor that you need to remember, during those 4 hits while your skill is casting, you can actually use your other skills or attack with your basic attacks. You need to capitalize on this skill, guys. It's easy to harass your lane opponent with this, and that's because of the shield that you get. You can engage them without losing much HP because of your shield. Just keep repeating the process until you whittle down their health. However, it has to hit, guys. All of the good stuff we've just said won't happen if your first hit doesn't hit. So aim carefully, guys. The consecutive attacks, stuns, and shield generation only happens if it hits. Don't worry though, since it doesn't damage minions, so it will just pass through them, giving you a better chance on hitting the enemy heroes. Okay, that was a lot of info on her one skill. Let's move on to her second skill. It's a cone-shaped damaging skill that can mark your opponents with fireworks. There is a delay on this skill, so keep that in mind when you use it. That delay can actually be advantageous though. The damage actually doubles when you hit the opponent at the edge of your skill cursor, as you can see in the video. Twice the damage, twice the firework mark. So you can actually use that delay to aim better and hit opponents with the edge of your skill. Next is your third skill, which is a blink skill. This gives her mobility, something that you really need because of the way her skills works. Even though it doesn't damage and doesn't necessarily target opponents, you can still use it to trigger your passive. Just use it, then basic attack. You already know what your passive skill does, right? This skill can be stored up to 2 times. Okay, we've been talking about the firework marks a lot, and here's why. The amount of hits your ultimate does depends on how many firework marks your target has. You can't simply use this ultimate on the get-go. Your target has to have the mark. So more firework mark, more damage. Fun fact guys, while using this skill, you can use the active skill of Eye of Agamotto and it won't get cancelled. By the way, Eye of Agamotto makes you immune to damage for a few seconds. So you can use this skill while being safe from damage if you use that item. But personally, I haven't used it. Since you have a pretty good mobility, you can just run in circles while raining down fireworks on your opponents. Also, I love how Jubilee can still fight back even though there's a huge gap in terms of gold and level. You can go passive-aggressive against opponents that are clearly much stronger or have been fed. Your combination of stun, shield, and damage is pretty good. She doesn't really have that burst damage to instantly kill opponents unless you've been fed. But she does have damage sustainability. So like I said guys, passive-aggressive approach. Anyways guys, that's it for our Jubilee skill guide. Enjoy the rest of this Jubilee highlights video. Thanks!
Come and fly away with me. should be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
An allied hero has been defeated.
When
An
you
enemy
feel
hero
it's
has been
hopeless,
defeated.
when you think that
An
you
enemy hero
lost,
has been
oh,
defeated.
I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and go. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
Amazing.
We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and go. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
Double KO. Rule them down.
We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
Legendary.
And there we go, guys. So what do you think of Jubilee? Would you buy her? Share your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.